他那不是干不是不是不是，把这个吧，是吧？不是不是，不这个啊？
Oh, hey guys. Sorry we had our mask on there. Thad and I are here today to show you guys what to do when you arrive for the outdoor adoration service this Sunday, November 15th at 2:30 p.m. Please remember to arrive about a half hour early so that we can give you the ride down to the chapel area or direct you in that way. We're so excited for this. God is going to be glorified and praised on this day. We hope you've been inviting your friends, your family, and everyone to join us for that great day of adoration to our God, our Creator, in the midst of His creation. So let's go ahead and start. All right, so guys, if you're wearing a mask on Sunday and you want to sit in the mask-only section, when you arrive at the church building, make sure that you park up here in the parking lot, and we will have somebody who will be able to direct you on the path that you'll take. Remember, mask-only people park up here in the parking lots, and we'll show you the trail right now. Let's go. All right, so this is the trail right behind me that you will take if you're wearing a mask. If you're not wearing a mask, do not go down this trail, please. This is the mask-only trail for the individuals who plan on sitting in the mask section. The people who will be driving you down, if you need a ride, will be masked as well. And you'll just go right on down the trail like we're about to do right here. Let's go. Alright, so when you arrive at this spot, this will be the masked section. Right before you get to the masked section, there's going to be a table. On that table will be hand sanitizer and those types of necessities, but there will also be songbooks. They're just paperback songbooks that we've created that has the songs we're going to sing on that day only. So we're really excited about you being able to have those. Then if you look this way, Thad's going to help us identify what the mask section is going to be. So it starts right here with this tree. We're going to have this roped off, and it's just going to kind of go to Thad's right. Go ahead and walk for us, Thad. Down that direction, over to the next tree, and all the way down to this very last tree. And so if you look, there is a lot of area in this mask section. There's a lot of area in this mask section to sit many, many people. And if we have to, we will have an overflow for masked-only individuals. Now, if you don't have a lawn chair or something like that, we're going to try to get some chairs brought down here for you to be able to sit on. But we encourage you, if you have something, bring what's most comfortable for you. Again, if you're not wearing a mask, please don't enter into this section or take that trail. All right, that should explain all of that. Let's go on to our next section. All right, guys, so if you're not wearing a mask, whether you're staying for the fellowship or not, if you're not wearing a mask, please take this trail all the way down to the camp, and we'll show you where to park when we get there. Let's go. All right, so that's where you'll park on the day of. You'll see there's plenty of space out here to park your vehicles, just like we normally do when we have different fellowships and events down this way. After you park, if you are really in need of a ride, we'll have a shuttle coming from here down towards the campsite. But if you are at all able to walk, we encourage you. It's not a very long walk, but follow us down this path and we'll show you the way. Come on.
This is the trail you'll take if you're not wearing a mask. So whether you're staying for the fellowship afterwards or not, this is the trail you're going to take if you're not wearing a mask.
And it's not that far a walk, we'll show you. It just takes a real quick trip. Now there is another trail off in that direction many of you are familiar with. There's really no reason to take that trail. It's a little bit longer walk. We'll show you where it comes in at the chapel when we get down there. But again, like Thad said, if you're not wearing a mask, whether you're staying for the fellowship or not, take this trail. If you're wearing a mask and you're staying for the fellowship and you don't want to sit in the mask section, you're free to take whatever trail that you want. Just make sure if you are not wearing a mask, do not go down the mask trail and do not sit in the mask section. Come on guys, let's go. All right guys, so if you're not wearing a mask, or if you're wearing a mask and you want to sit in the non-mask section, then you can go ahead and take this trail. It only took us about 2 or 3 minutes to walk down it. And as you see right behind me is the chapel area. And we're going to kind of show you where all the seating is going to be set up and where you can place your chairs and all of that stuff. But I just want to remind those who are coming down this trail, whenever you come down this trail, there's going to be a table sitting right about here. You'll notice it, and on that table are going to be your songbooks, hand sanitizer, and things like that. Make sure to grab yourself a songbook. Again, it will have only the songs that we're singing on that day. Thad has worked really hard on those, so grab those, keep them with you, and go on and find yourself a seat. Come on.
So this is one of your seating options. You can sit right here on these wooden benches that have already been set up here, but just make sure that you respect the social distancing policies.
Another seating option that you have is actually sitting behind the stage area. So you see all this area that's been cleared out here. We'll have some chairs if you need those, or if you brought your lawn chairs or other comfortable chairs, you can set up back in this direction. Again, just remember social distancing protocols and be respectful to others.
This is another seating option for the people that aren't wearing masks. The trail that we mentioned earlier, this is where it ends. It's a little bit longer than the other trail, but you can take it if you want to. If you bring a lawn chair, this is where you can set it up. And this section for the unmasked people goes from here all the way over to the mask section. But if you're not wearing a mask, make sure you don't go into the mask section.
Have we told you guys how excited we are for this outdoor adoration service? Thad, are you excited?
I'm so excited!
All right. Again, the outdoor adoration service is going to be November 15th. That's this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Make sure to arrive about 2 p.m. So if you need a ride or if you're going to walk down the trails, you'll have plenty of time to get to where you need to go. If you're walking down the trails, whether the masked trail and you're masked or the unmasked trail, whichever trail you're walking down, just please be mindful that there will be those who are escorting individuals who are able to walk that distance down those trails. So just watch out for them, and we'll let our drivers know to make sure to watch out for pedestrians also. LOL. Anyways, as you see right here, there's plenty of space. It's beautiful out there and we're super excited. You look behind me and you can see all of this space where we can set up seating and have plenty of space to worship our God, have plenty of people down there. We can look all the way up at the back, the top of this chapel area, and see all of the ample space and seating, the beautiful benches behind us. And then you see up in that top left corner where the mass section will be as well. So guys, we're super excited about our outdoor adoration service this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. We're gonna have 4 different song leaders leading us in songs of praise towards God. It's gonna sound beautiful in this outdoor area. We're gonna have plenty of space, whether you are wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. There's a place for you, a safe place for you with social distancing protocol and opportunity to worship God in this outdoor area, the Creator in His creation. We hope that you can join us on that day. If you're not able to join us on that day, or you just don't feel comfortable getting out in the crowds and you would rather stay home, we are going to attempt to live stream it. But because we're back in this wooded area, the signal can be a little iffy at times, and we might drop the signal every once in a while. We're going to try to avoid that, but I just want you to know beforehand so that you don't get too frustrated with our attempts to live stream it. We appreciate all of you, and most of all, we adore our God, and we're excited to praise and worship Him on this day. Now, here's a very important announcement. If for whatever reason we have rain on that Sunday, first of all, please pray that there's no rain. But we know right now in the forecast there's a chance of rain, a pretty high chance. And if we have rain on that day, the plan of action that we're going to put into place is actually postponing the event until the following Sunday and try to make sure that we can have that service without any rain and good weather and a good atmosphere. So just be aware of that. We will let you know in well advanced time if that happens. Now, the last thing that we need to do is show you where to go and what's happening after the adoration service. So guys, if you're sitting in the mass section behind me and you plan on heading out after this event, we're gonna have those shuttle carts ready for you to take you back up to the parking lot, up this trail to the parking lot if you're leaving at 4 o'clock after the worship service. No worries, we understand. We're just glad that you arrived for the worship service. And for those of you who plan on staying, whether you're wearing a mask or not wearing a mask, if you plan on staying, please take these trails, either the one down to my left, the one we took when we came in, or the one over to my right, which Thad showed you. Take those trails, go on back to Camp Canaan, and we'll show you where that fellowship meal is going to take place.
So maybe you didn't wear a mask, but you parked back at the camp anyway, and you don't plan to stay for the fellowship. That's absolutely fine. Just come on and get in your car and go out the way that you came. Just make sure you watch out for pedestrians.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey man, watch out for pedestrians.
If you're staying for the fellowship meal, come on up to Camp Canaan. Make sure you remember your finger foods. Bring them up to the pavilion and then wait for instructions on what to do with your finger foods and what's going to go on afterwards.
All right guys, after the fellowship meal at Camp Canaan, after we eat all those wonderful finger foods that y'all prepare, we're gonna come on out in this direction and have a bonfire. We're super excited about that. Maybe we'll have some s'mores or something, I don't know yet. But I do know we're gonna have some singing around the campfire, and that's gonna be a really wonderful time. Hey, it's beautiful out here. You guys are beautiful, and we're really looking forward to this outdoor adoration service and fellowship. Next Sunday, this Sunday, November 15th at 2:30 p.m. Won't you be with us that day?